world of Naruto, there is one story that not only touches the hearts of fans, but also holds valuable lessons about life, friendship, betrayal, and how a person can rise again even after falling into the depths of darkness. That story is about Kakashi Hatake and Obito Uchiha, two former friends who became bitter enemies, yet ultimately strengthened each other at the brink of the world's destruction. Kakashi and Obito were once teammates under the guidance of Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage. Obito was known for his cheerful, optimistic nature and his boundless dreams. He always aspired to become Hokage, seeking the respect and recognition of the villagers. Kakashi, on the other hand, was the complete opposite, serious, disciplined, and deeply committed to the rules. Their contrasting personalities often clashed, but beneath it all, they cared for each other, learned from one another, and ultimately complemented each other. Until a tragedy at Kannabi Bridge changed everything. During a mission to rescue Rin, Obito was crushed beneath a massive rockfall. In his final moments, he entrusted his Sharingan eye to Kakashi. Everyone believed Obito had perished, but fate had other plans. Obito was saved by Madara Uchiha, a legendary figure of the Uchiha clan who had long been plotting to create an illusionary world free of suffering. The once optimistic Obito was slowly broken from within. He was forced to witness the death of Rin, the only person he ever loved, at the hands of Kakashi himself. That event shattered Obito's heart, destroyed all his beliefs about the world, and led him down the path of darkness. He returned to the shinobi world under a new identity, Tobi. As the mastermind behind many great tragedies, Obito became Kakashi's greatest enemy, and even a threat to the village of Konoha itself. Their reunion after years apart was not a meeting between long-lost friends, but a confrontation between two people now standing on opposite sides. Their battle was not just a clash of jutsu, it was an internal war, an emotional conflict, and a struggle between guilt, betrayal, and longing for the past. Kakashi had to face the harsh reality that the friend he once protected had now become a threat to the world. Meanwhile, Obito wrestled with the remnants of his conscience, still holding on to memories of the happy days he once shared with his team. Behind this story lies a profound lesson we can all learn. Life often takes unexpected turns. A person who was once filled with joy can become consumed by hatred simply because of wounds that never healed. Sometimes, those we trust the most turn out to be the ones who hurt us the deepest. Yet, on the other hand, those we once let down may become our strongest support when we fall. We may all have found ourselves in a position like Obito's, betrayed by circumstances, losing the ones we love, feeling as if there is no more hope, and believing the world is too cruel to endure. In those moments, the darkness in our hearts can make us lose our way. We start to hate ourselves, hate others, and even despise life itself, which seems so unfair. But this is where the importance of holding on to even the smallest glimmer of hope comes in. Because, just like Obito in the final moments of his life, he ultimately realized that all his hatred had only driven him further away from the person he once was. In the end, he regretted it and chose to make amends, even with the last of his strength. This story also teaches the importance of forgiveness. Perhaps forgiving others is difficult, but even harder is forgiving oneself. Kakashi had to live for years with guilt, blaming himself for Rin's death and Obito's transformation, But in the end, he learned to accept that not everything was within his control. Sometimes the only thing we can do is make peace with the past and move forward. For those who feel lost, broken, or haunted by the past, believe me, you are not alone. Life can be harsh. Sometimes you have to face bitter realities, experience betrayal, abandonment, or repeated failure. But just like Kakashi, who endured despite everything, and like Obito, who, though late, finally found the light at the end of his darkness, you can too. As long as we are alive, the opportunity to change always exists. Don't let old wounds bury your hope. Don't let disappointment steal your dreams. This world may not be perfect, but you can still create your own happiness, no matter how small. Remember, everyone has their own battlefield. Whether it's facing past trauma, failure, rejection, or self-doubt, it's okay if you're not able to let go of everything just yet. It's okay if you've fallen and are struggling to rise. What matters is that you don't stop trying. Because who knows? Just like Kakashi and Obito, there may be a future version of you who is stronger, wiser, and braver than you are today. Their story reminds us that behind every wound, there is always a lesson. Behind every farewell, there is always a reason. And behind every failure, there is always an opportunity to rise again. And even if you feel alone right now, believe me, out there are people who are also fighting, who have been broken but chose to keep moving forward. Be like them, not for anyone else, but for yourself. Because in the end, the one who is most responsible for our life is ourselves. The rivalry between Kakashi and Obito serves as a reminder that our greatest enemy is often ourselves. Hatred, resentment, and regret in our hearts are what frequently hold us back from true happiness. So, don't be afraid to make peace with the past. Don't be afraid to start over. And don't be afraid to keep hoping. Life is too short to be spent in darkness. And to those who watched this video until the end, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for holding on and making it this far. Thank you for choosing to keep fighting even when it's tough. Believe me, every wound will eventually heal. And you deserve to be happy. So if you think Kakashi and Obito's story holds a deep meaning, or if you've ever felt something similar, share your thoughts in the comments. Tell your story. Who knows? Someone out there might need to read it and feel less alone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you won't miss more inspiring stories. Thank you for watching. I hope your day gets better, and see you again in the next video.